Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this broadcast. Thank you so much for your continued support always in this YouTube platform. Kenyans, are you aware that UDA administration are now stressed up and they want to raid Kalonzo Musyoka? How he spent or how he uses his money or compensation being given to him by the government as the former vice president. Speaking today in an interview, Didmas Barasa, the Kimilili MP, is now shocking the country. And Didmas Barasa is saying that they must now raid Kalonzo Musyoka because the political temperature Kalonzo Musyoka is rising in this country is making William Ruto to have a sleepless night in State House, and therefore it indicates that they are not happy at all with whatever Kalonzo Musyoka is doing ahead of presidential candidate 2027, as they are now demanding Kalonzo Musyoka to come out and tell Kenyans what he does with the money the government is giving him.
We begin, let me tell you, even political parties, they are given money. This money must go into doing something that is beneficial to the country. Even your party leader, the Wiper party leader, His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, he's paid some money as a retired vice president,
which has been slashed by
that money that is given. Is also, we will also begin to interrogate what is it that he's using this money for, so that he can also use that money to the benefit of the country. Because we are aware,
Tell me this, Mheshimiwa, because we've talked about, the money given to political parties, whatnot, and some of these former leaders, including the former Vice President, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. We saw his budget will get a slash of, is it up to roughly 20 million Kenya shillings? It's not just him, of course, but if you put all that together, it barely scratches the surface. We're talking about 1 billion to advisors annually.
That is just a proposal. That is a proposal made to Parliament. As members of Parliament, we will interrogate that proposal, and the government must explain to us the rationale they used to slash that money. If we will not be persuaded, we will return the money. But my problem is, I support this money because I want the office of the former president, the office of the former deputy president, vice president, to also provide some kind of employment to the Kenyan people. But when you reach a time where you see even some of these people, even they employ their wives, they employ their children, how can we employ you put your child on your own payroll, So we are going to we will even begin to ask for a breakdown on how this money was spent.
Interesting. Allow us to take
so that when I'm also appropriating this money to the office of the former vice president, I am appropriating money knowing that this office will also provide employment for some 2 or 3 or 5 Kenyans who are, by virtue of, by deed of his former position, they are allowed to offer their services to him so that he can live a dignity.
You've watched and listened to that video clip, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to be very much brief. Why do you think UDA administration are now attacking Kalonzo Musyoka after the Wamunyoro event? Before I carry on, pleasure to meet you once again. Thank you so much for your continued support always in this channel, because if it was not your support, then this channel could have not reached where it is as of now. And to the new subscribers, I want to say thank you for your subscription, thank you for the like, thank you for the comment. And if you're watching me for the first time, having interest to proceed with this kind of political discussion, kindly do me a favor, take a 1 second, click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like my videos, watch, share, and give us your opinion. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, Kenya Kwanza administration are now stressed up. That is the reality on how Kalonzo Musyoka and the team are preparing themselves ahead of 2027. And I told you that Rigathi Gachagua is now planning to launch his own new political party this month. So it means after launching this, it is like a vehicle. They have fueled the vehicle, they have put the gear, the handbrake is not down but pull up, and they are ready to move. They are in a jam and moving. When they will find a space, then before the end of this year, Ruto is going to see dust. So the reason why Ruto is sending this men is because they fear that Kalonzo Musyoka might make them have a sleepless night because they don't believe him, they don't trust him, and these people might make William Ruto become one-term president. So for the sake of rescuing William Ruto, because they know that most of the youth are now campaigning behind Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa and Matiang'i and Rigathi Gachagua. So for the sake of rescuing William Samoei Ruto, they must go for Kalonzo Musyoka and tell him, we are paying you, we are giving you compensation. Now, if we are giving you compensation, there is no way you will tell us that you want to support other candidate rather than supporting William Ruto. So there's demand coming from UDA administration demanding Kalonzo to stop whatever is doing and support William Samoei Ruto by force. So these people fear that if they will give Kalonzo Musyoka space, then 2027 is not going to be easier for the president. And that is why Ruto is now sending his men. The other day he sent his men to Uhuru Kenyatta. Today he's sending his men to Kalonzo Musyoka. So he's using any means to ensure that these people should not give him any stiff competition, but to ensure that he remains as the one president in one race and having a weak competitor. So I think that Munyoro is what is making William Ruto to have all these political challenges and demanding Kalonzo Musyoka to be ready. That is, whatever Didmas Barasa is saying comes from President William Ruto because he's a close ally of the president. So he knows what he's doing, he knows what Kalonzo does, and they are going for Kalonzo Musyoka, demanding him to either support William Ruto or step aside or be ready for the government compensation which is receiving every month should not be given to him or unless he surrender to William Samoei Ruto. It is boiling nicely. It is now upon Kalonzo Musyoka to wait what is their take, and he should be keen watching this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? Give us your opinion at the comment section. Bye bye.